Hello, I'm Chris from the FPL Dude and welcome back to another Euro 2020 Fantasy video for the 2021 season. In today's video, we'll talk to you about how to play Euro 2020 Fantasy. First, I will go through the rules, then I'm going to go to the team selection panel and explain it to you all. If you are new around here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And if you have any Euro 2020 fantasy related questions that you want to ask me, feel free to do it down in the comment section. We'll try to give you a fast reply. Thank you, and let's begin. So first of all, you are going to start with 100 millions, which is increased to 105 millions as fast as the group stages are over, which could give you a potential to go for a better and improved squad to which you previously had. You will need to build a team of 15 players, that's 2 goalkeepers, 5 defenders, 5 midfielders and 3 strikers. So try to make the best of it. But you will need to be careful because you could go with a minimum of 1 goalkeeper, minimum of 3 defenders, 2 midfielders and 1 striker. You cannot place with less than this. If you have automatic substitutes, it will go to a minimum of this, so your substitutes are going to change by your formation. When it comes to how many players you're allowed to have from the same team, it's a bit different now throughout the groups and later stages. In the group stages you're allowed to have 3, then when the elimination starts you are increasing it by 1 up to the semi-final when you have 6. And for the final, you're allowed to have even 8 players from the same team. What is really good to know is that it's only your starting 11 that is scoring points. Your captain is scoring double points. You can swap players whenever you feel like it at the end of the day, between match weeks, that is. So if you think that someone that is starting for you has been performing bad, you could potentially change him to somebody else that is having a game in the same match day but only different day, if that makes any sense. But if you activate this manually, the automatic will not activate. So let's say you change someone manually on day 1 of a match day, then somebody gets injured on day 2 of a match day, then you should probably change that player out manually, because I think that your automatic option will be locked and you will actually get 0 points if you don't do anything about it. A very smart and good thing to do would be to put that captaincy armband on someone that is playing early in that match day and just risk it. If he does not perform good, you can just swap it out with someone else performing later on that same match day. So when the game starts, you have 2 free transfers each match day, that's for 3 match days. And then between the group stages and the elimination phase, it's unlimited free transfers for everybody. And remember, you get those 5 extra millions, so be careful on what you're doing. And the next one is having 3, that's before the round of before the quarterfinals you can do 3 free transfers. Before the semi-final you can do 5, and before the final you can do 5. So yeah, that's a lot of free transfer, but a lot of teams are going to get eliminated. So good luck, I hope you pick players from that team that is going to move on to the next round. So guys, you are going to get only 2 chips, but it's 7 match days, it's not that big of a deal. The first one is wildcard, where you can do unlimited free transfers, where if you're not satisfied with your team, you could potentially use the wildcard because you get to keep those players. But if you are satisfied with your team but potentially you think that that team is not particularly well for some particular match day, semi-finals, finals, quarterfinals, group stages, whatever you feel like it, then feel free to use that limitless chip, as it allows you to make unlimited free transfers for 1 game week, but you don't get to keep the play. These are all the featuring deadlines right now. So the tournament is going to start on 11 June and the final is going to be on 11 July. So yes, it's going to last for a month. There are few important dates to go through here, because when you make those transfers and lock in your team, this is actually the last time you can lock it in before the game does it for you. Euro 2020 Fantasy will as well allow you to join mini-leagues. You will be separated in some mini-leagues by country you support, by country you are from, and I believe something similar like that. But if you want to join my league, there is the code right there. I will add automatic link in the description below as well. But just before I move on to the team selection panel, I would like to remind you to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already. As I've said, we are going to have tons of content over the summer and have lots of fun with Euro 2020 Fantasy. So let's continue. So guys, this is going to be our next part now. This is my team that I previously built, which you can find in a video in the top right corner. You can watch it after you have watched this video. As you can see, I have selected a full team of 11 starters. I prefer the 3-4-3 formation, as then I will be able to use 3 strikers. There are tons of elite strikers in the game right now. As you can see, I have Lukaku, Immobile and Kane. Those are 3 elite strikers, but I will still miss out on Ronaldo. But I think that I will bring in Ronaldo because I want to captain him for that first game week. I think that he is going to put on a show. I believe that he is going to do exactly that. So when we take a look at these rest players, I have few cheap midfielders like 7 or 8 millions. And I have like 5 to 6 millions defenders to balance the team out. My strikers are those most expensive ones, and I have few cheap replacements here on the bench. But this is the team that I just built. Right now I have not analyzed the upcoming fixtures yet. There is something that I'm going to do, that I'm going to build another team based on that. That is going to happen this weekend, I believe. The transfer deadline is on 11 June. So we got lots of time to plan out, to find someone that is going to be good, find some hidden gems, and find those elite players that are actually going to do good. Now this is the team selection panel. As you can see, you have these players that you have selected here. You can take a look at them so you know which of them you have chosen. They are represented in the starting 11 showing on the field. As you can see, I can remove these players. I can remove Lukaku, so he gets out. He gets transfers out. And when you do this after the first match day 1 starts, you will be using those free transfers if you then confirm to transfer in somebody else. Like I want Mbappe. I don't have the money, but just for the example school, well, let's say I transfer in Mbappe, then I will need to use a transfer to transfer him out. And you will get 2 free transfers, so use them wisely now through the group system. You can even use a wildcard if you are very unsatisfied with the team that you built at the beginning, but try to avoid it. Try to use that wildcard for later stages, as it will have better potential. Try to make a good planning now, because you know the fixtures, you know the teams, you know the players. Make good planning for the first 3 and try to not spend any chips. That's the strategy number 1. As you can see, I miss out on Cristiano Ronaldo, but I believe that I want him in my team. I want to captain him for the first game week. There are thousands of players that are going to captain him, I believe, so he does seem to be a safe pick. If he does not perform that good, then many other captainers are going to not perform that good as well. As you can see, these are the selected by how many percent of the players own these players. Like Nego is owned by 47%, De Bruyne is owned by 42% of the community, Dias is owned by 41% of the community, and so on and so on. And you have the prices beside them. So as you can see, this team costs a total of around 100 millions now with Lukaku. Yes, it's a total of 100 millions. But you want to leave like 0.2 or 0.3 in the budget, so you could potentially change in some players, and you will, without taking hits, because you will be able to make 2 free transfers each group match week. So use them wisely. Try to figure out how to use your budget without taking hits, at least for the groups, because you can plan everything out, as I already said. And up here you can see the search. You can search for any players you want, like De Bruyne in this case, so we go straight to De Bruyne there. But if you want to take a look at every player, you'd click on that. Goalkeepers are here, defenders, midfielders and forwards. But if you want to search by players, team by team, country by country, that's allowed as well. That's something you could potentially do. And here is the price. So yes guys, you can potentially even choose players up to that affordable price. These are many features that are already known to the FPL community, but to every new player I believe that this is very important for this game to be more fun since day one, because it only lasts a 1 month. Recommended players. So when we click on this, most picked as captain, most transfers in last 24 hours. We can see the most transferred players in the last 24 hours, but it's a long time before the next deadline, I believe. It's few weeks now, I believe 2-3 weeks, so it does not matter who is transferred in or out right now. The price does not change of the players before the game week starts. I'm not sure even if the price is ever going to change in this Euro 2020 fantasy as it does on FPL. So guys, this seemed to be pretty much it. If you thought this video was of any help, then please do give it thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time for the next video.